Welcome back to my channel. You already know it's your boy Hood Diggity the Rock Reactor back with another video. Yes, sir. Before I proceed, let me know what country you tapping in from. Let me know what city, what mountain, what hill, what cave, what island. Let me know where you at. Represent your hood. Something else. Cambodia, stand up. My Khmer people, stand up. Cambodians outside of Cambodia, stand up. Today, class is in session. Class is in session. This is one of those videos where I say class is in session because it's not a song we're about to be reacting to. We're about to learn. You know, somebody sent me this video. I think they told me if you want to know more about VANNDA, I know I did a documentary, but they said if you want to know more about VANNDA, check this out. So I'm going wild. I'm going basically wild. I'm going blind in this. You guys help me out. Because the last time I did a documentary, but the documentary was based on, he was working on the album. But this one is interesting. This one is called VANNDA, The Rise of a Khmer Icon. So this one looks interesting. It's short, but it looks interesting. You know, I love doing these types of videos, reacting to these types of videos, because, you know, when you learn about an artist that you like and that you love, as I've learned to love VANNDA's work, you want to know about their trials and tribulations, their journey. It helps you value their work even more. It helps you appreciate their music and their work even more, because you know how hard they have worked. You know their journey. It's not just about learning where he's from, how old is he, does he have a girlfriend, who's his mother, where does he live, what type of food does he like to eat. That's all right, but when you know his journey, how he got there, you know, his trials and tribulations, that's what helps you value and appreciate somebody's work. Because every time you hear a song from them, whatever they talk about, you already know how they got there, what they had to do to get there, the suffering, the challenges. And I'm doing one with Bandmade. I'm doing the Rain chapters. And this is all teaching me so much, because every time I react to these artists now, I look at them and I think, damn, they went through this, they went through that. And look, I don't know, I'm speaking for myself, but it helps me a lot to value their work. It teaches me a lot. It teaches me a lot because it's like a story, a miracle story, you know, and how these people work hard. And it reminds me of how we can all achieve what we want if we really want it. All we got to do is just want it. Anyway, without further ado, man, and before we proceed, also, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Support my channel, share this with your peoples. If you like this video, hit the like button. Any donations to my channel will be greatly appreciated. My PayPal account is on the description. Without further ado, man, this is VANNDA, The Rise of a Khmer Icon.
A young boy from the coast of Cambodia rise. How did a young boy from the coast of Cambodia rise to become the face of a nation? How did his unwavering dedication and relentless drive transform his nights in the bedroom studio into national anthems? How did a kid from a humble coastal town evolve into a cultural symbol? His dedication turned obstacles into stepping stones, and his drive turned a dream into a movement.
His drive turned a dream into a movement. That's fucking true.
And even now, his story continues to unfold, one verse, one beat, one voice at a time. This is the meteoric rise of VANNDA.
Bitch, I like this shit violent.
Born in 1997 in Sihanoukville, Vanda grew up in Cambodia, still healing from genocide, poverty, and silence. His family ran a small coconut shaving business, a modest trade that requires long hours and relentless effort just to make ends meet. Seeing the everyday struggle of his family led him to carry more than just ambition. It gave him purpose. He wasn't chasing fame for himself. He was creating a future. Every shaved coconut, every sleepless nights, every sacrifice became fuel. It taught him resilience, it taught him gratitude, and most of all, it taught him that success means nothing unless it honors where you came from.
Damn, yo, that's so fucking true. Success means nothing unless you honor where you came from. Oh man, that's so
Taught him that success means nothing unless it honors where you came from. His first window into another world didn't come from school or the streets. It came from a place worlds away. Hip-hop. Hip-hop isn't just music, it's a movement. Born in the Bronx during the 1970s, hip-hop gave a voice to the voiceless. It was raw, rebellious, and real. More than that, hip-hop was about truth. It became a soundtrack of struggle and survival, a place where pain could become poetry. Introduced to the genre by his older brother, he didn't just hear beats, he heard purpose. He recognized himself in these stories, and in time, he wouldn't just borrow from hip-hop, he reshaped it with his own language, his own culture, his own soul. He taught himself to write, produce, and mix, not to chase fame, but to speak truth. His verses didn't glamorize pain, they transformed it. This wasn't just rap, it was a declaration.
You see, guys, this is why Vanda is so gifted. Because Vanda used hip-hop as it was originally intended for. The voice of the voiceless, to express your struggles. Hip-hop was made for people out the mud. Hip-hop wasn't made to what some people have transformed it to. And this is why people like me don't usually listen to young people, because we're not interested in what they say. But when it comes to kids like Vanda, young man like Vanda, we are super attracted. You could go back to the first time, go back to one of my videos called Asian State of Mind, to the first time I heard Vanda. It was like such a connection, like wow, because Vanda isn't just like one of these new mumble rappers. He's really, even if you don't understand him, you could feel him. He's talking about the struggle. He is about what hip-hop was originally made from, the root, the voice of the voiceless, expressing your struggles. I could go on and on, but let's continue to listen. Let's continue to watch.
But becoming a star in Cambodia, that's no easy path. To understand Vanda's rise, you have to understand the odds in Cambodia at the time. For one, there was limited infrastructure. Most artists have to self-promote, self-produce, and self-finance. And then there's the financial instability. So most artists have to get a second job or rely on sponsorship and events, which can limit creative freedom. And then there are cultural taboos. Addressing topics like mental health, politics, or personal struggle can draw serious backlash. Then there's the lack of global access. With limited ties to the international music market, going global was almost unheard of. Almost. So in short, to rise in Cambodia, you need more than just raw talent. You need vision, hustle, and a relentless drive.
That's the key word, relentless.
But for Vanda, it seemed like the stars aligned and the universe had bigger plans for him.
And while he was sharpening his sound, someone else was building a stage that he'll soon stand on.
The world is my playground, so I'm gonna get down.
Laura Mam, a Cambodian American icon in her own right.
I got a video, guys, that somebody sent me. This video, matter of fact, it's this same video that's coming up by Laura Mann. How Cambodian music revolutionized history, something like that. I have that, guys. That's the one I was gonna do recently. I've been having it, but I'm gonna get to that. Just so you know.
She had a dream to create a music industry in Cambodia, by Cambodians, for Cambodians. She launched Bottom Mic Production, Cambodia's first homegrown music label focused on elevating local voices. Under her guidance, Bottom Mic became more than a label. It became a cultural hub, nurturing a new wave of Cambodian artists and giving them the tools and confidence to be heard. And when Laura heard VANNDA, she didn't just hear talent, she heard a revolution.
Isn't there something about fucking VANNDA, man, that just connects, man? It's like, I remember when I played it for my wife and I keep telling this story. She doesn't know what the hell he was saying, but as soon as she heard him, she was like, oh yeah, I want to download this song. I want to download this song. There's something about him that just attracts people.
Now, while all the puzzle pieces was falling into place, something else was brewing in the background. Something so unprecedented that it would flip Cambodia's music scene on its head.
Time to rise.
I said time to ride ពេលវេលាមានតម្លៃទៅខ្ពស់ហួសចម្ងាយដោយលោកគ្រូណៃរើខ្ពស់ហួសពីផ្កាយធ្វើឲ្យអត់ដៃមិនឈិនឆៃឲ្យឆើតឆាយ
The release of Time to Rise marked a pivotal moment, collaborating with traditional Spray Dong Bang master Khong Nai. The track blended ancient Khmer musical traditions with modern rap, an audacious and wildly successful fusion. This wasn't just music, it was an identity, a rebellion, a bold fusion of past and present.
Got my hair standing up when I'm listening to this, man. It's like, it makes me feel like I'm fucking Cambodian, man.
The video exploded, millions of views. VANNDA became the first Khmer artist to reach such global visibility. Suddenly, a generation wasn't just remembering the culture, they were dancing to it. From mimicking global hip-hop to crafting something uniquely and undeniably Khmer, he didn't change to fit the world. He made the world adapt to Cambodia. Now that VANNDA had established himself as an emerging force out of Southeast Asia, one question still remains. How would the world receive him? Would the international audience embrace him? And would his message resonate with the world?
Let's fucking go, man.
Yes. No, you gotta say, even more hungry. Keep working harder than he is right now.
They should have put me on this video. Why am I not on this video?
The song is crazy. I like it, but you could maintain.
That was a fucking bar, bro.
Why am I not on this video? Just kidding.
ខ្ញុំប្រៀបធៀបមេដូចកន្សែងបាំងការជុកគ្នាមើលមកខ្ញុំដូច superstar ព្រោះខ្ញុំមានឈ្មោះខ្មែរតាំងតែរសា
But behind the fame, the views, and the energy, there's another layer to his sound. Because VANNDA doesn't just make music for the moment, he makes music for the soul.
Yup, he sure does.
From adrenaline-pumping bangers to anthems of celebration and love, his catalog runs deep, but it's his most introspective tracks that truly resonate. Songs like My Blood and Solo Again peel
Like the shit I've been told.
back the curtain, unveiling a young man's wrestle with the weight of expectation, the burden of sacrifice, and the echoes of his past. He speaks
I was listening to this song in the gym today.
directly to his inner battles, navigating anxiety, fear, and identity. These aren't just verses, they're reflections, raw, poetic, and painfully honest. He once said in an interview, "I make music for the next generation, but first, I had to understand myself." From beats that make you move to lyrics that make you pause, Vanda's music doesn't just play, it speaks. Because
That's exactly right. It doesn't just play, it speaks to you.
he didn't just want to be heard, he wanted his people to feel.
He wanted to be felt, and that's what he did. Remember, I've always said that Vanda's music, you don't have to understand his lyrics. You could feel it. Like, he makes music that you could, for you to feel, not for you to actually hear, just hear and understand the lyrics, but for you to just feel it.
Feel seen, and he worked relentlessly until they did. Vanda isn't just a rapper, he's a bridge between tradition and youth, between Cambodia and the world, between what the country was and what it's becoming. He often says he makes music for the next generation, for young people looking for identity, pride, and a voice. And now, with the loyal fan base and the powerful team behind him at Badamai, Vanda is proving one thing: Cambodia doesn't need to imitate, it just needs to amplify.
Yup.
This isn't just music, this is identity, this is heritage, this is Cambodia rising.
Exactly. And I said that, guys. Remember I asked a question, who is going to be the next Vanda? Who is following, not the next Vanda, but who is going to follow Vanda's step? Who's going to create their own journey, her own legacy? You know, every country, like this country, also has a rapper that actually paved the way, opened the doors for everybody. I'm not going to say his name because you guys don't know him, but he's a legend. And he opens the door for everybody. A lot of people doubt, a lot of people behind him. There was a lot of people. It happens for in almost every country. In every genre also. There's always a guy that opens the door, especially out of third world countries like Cambodia, like Dominican Republic, like here. So that's why I always ask, who's going to be the next Vanda? Who's coming up next? I believe that Khmer people also need to support the other artists that are trying to come out. Of course, Vanda's the king. We get that, king of flows. But he wants to create an identity. And I'm sure that's what he wants to do. That he doesn't want to just make it all about himself.
Thank you for sticking with me until the end. Now, I know there are countless key moments in Vanda's journey that I couldn't possibly cover in this video. So if you feel like I missed something important, please drop a comment, like, and subscribe. Until next time, keep spreading good karma. Peace.
Yeah, maybe I thought this was going to be a little bit vast, but it was less than 10 minutes, so I didn't expect him to cover much. But I like this video. I liked what he said. Vanda isn't just a rapper, he's an identity. He's creating identity, the Khmer identity. So that's why, like I said, guys, that's why I haven't limited myself to just reacting to Vanda's music. I want to continue to react to other artists from Cambodia. Sophia Cow, Tepisef, Vantham. I got that guy Quan. He's good. I got him in a few days. I got another song I think he just came out with. And guys, just keep saying Khmer Javid, I believe. I think he's an OG. I think he's old school. Sangha I've done this other guy that was doing like a Dembo type of thing. So anything Cambodia, guys, continue to send them because, like I said, there needs to be other Vandas coming out. There needs to be other, because that is the reason, that is the purpose. Like I said, like he said, it's all about identity, creating music for the next generation. That's what Vanda wants to do. But anyway, guys, like I said, continue to send me more Khmer artists, the Tepisefs, the Sangas, the Khmer Javid, the Sophia Cows. I love Sophia Cow, by the way. It's just that, like they said, that R&B is not really too popular in Cambodia. It's not really too popular here either. but I'm a fan of that R&B type, you know, that mellow type. You know, sometimes I like to hear that mellow type. I love a beautiful voice. So anything Khmer, make sure you send it my way, guys. And you guys already know, man, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Any recommendations, any requests, make sure you send it my way. Any feedbacks, please make sure you keep it respectful. I already asked who's the next VANNDA. You guys already said Tepisef. I think Quan, you guys mentioned. Anybody else that you guys think, make sure you hit it up in the comments. Send me a link so I can react to it. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. In the meantime, peace, love, and God bless.